Hey guys, Sarah here with you, and this is how to make your manga more popular. In this video I want to talk about publishing. So there are two types of publishing, e-publishing and print publishing. In print publishing there are two types. There is self-publishing and publishing with printing houses. Let's talk about self-publishing in this video. Now if you're going to go self-publishing, you need to create a fan base for you, and the previous videos kind of gives you a kind of a information about how to do that. So now we're going to publishing. When you are planning to go self-publishing, you need to think of a couple of things. First of all, the money that you're going to have to pay for the publishing materials, which happens to be the paper, the ink, the glue, the materials that would be used in the cover, anything about a book, and that will be usually a little bit, will cost you a bundle of money, because I don't know if this works in all countries or not, but at least here in Egypt, if you're going to go to publish a book, there are publishing houses that will tell you the least amount of books that I can publish for you is 500, because that's what the machine is programmed to, and I cannot publish less than that. Like, for example, I want to publish 10 or 20 books and kind of show them to my friends first before I go and publish hundreds of books. Some printing houses will give you that. Other printing houses will tell you no, the machines will only at least 500, and or 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, so it goes like that. And also you need to think if it's going to be colored or black and white. Now that's one thing. The number two factor will be license. Now, for example, you have saved money for the publishing material, and you published 500 books, and you also need to think about the money that will be used in distribution. You're not going to sell them from your house, you need to sell them all over the country, so you need to think on how much money you're going to pay to be distributed, or if you're going to go put them on eBay or Amazon. Either way, they're going to take rent, which is normally not, for indie artists is usually a lot. And you also, so you have thought of everything like that, but license. You cannot sell your product without a license. If you do that, sell it without the license thing, it will be usually something that will cause you a lot of legal problems. You might, here in Egypt, you might end up in jail if you go and sell a book that's not that doesn't have a license. So that's how big it can be if you don't get the license. In some countries, license is really hard to get. Like here in Egypt, you need to go to get them from the UK, and the UK kind of gives you the approval that you can publish here in Egypt. So it's a big problem, which also I guess another reason why not a lot of people go here with self-publishing. And again, cost of materials could be extremely expensive, because if you're going to pay for 500 copies for a book, for example, that's going to range between £2,500 to £5,000, which is usually a big amount of money. So that's how kind of self-publishing works like. So yeah, you need to save a bundle of money. About printing houses, what printing houses do is that they kind of they are the ones that spend the money in the publishing and in distribution. You don't spend anything. They just tell you, in exchange for us publishing your work, we're gonna put our name of our publishing house on your magazine or comic, and other than that you don't pay anything. You gain money from them. But it's not easy to go to print publishing houses to kind of get a publishing deal with them. You need to be extremely popular, or extremely talented. But you know, the first couple of videos, when you can build up a fan base for you. Maybe if you build the fan base that will be big enough that notice your work and present that to the publishing house, you might actually get an interesting publishing deal, because these guys are not stupid. They know that you have an audience that like your work, and they will be publishing for you. And that's what kind of happened with Mark Curley. After they saw him on YouTube and how much he's popular, he got kind of, I would say, a very good deal with Dark Horse. And yeah, he's doing pretty well at this point. But Mark Curley, again, is kind of a guy who spent a lot of time in the comic field. But still, creating and building up your own audience will help you definitely if you're going for publishing houses. Also, publishing houses have the license to publish. They have it. They will give you that license, so there's no problems whatsoever, no legal issues or anything. So what should you do? Well, try small publishing houses. That's my advice to you at this point. But if you want to self-publish, I won't say anything to you except that you need to kind of save a lot of money for that. And next comes e-publishing, which is usually the cheapest, because you only have to rent an area on the internet or a domain. Like usually, if I say like here, I can rent 2 giga a domain on the website, and I can pay £500 for a whole year, which I think is a really good price, and that's why I'm thinking about e-publishing. And you don't have to worry about license or anything like that. In fact, it's much easier because you don't have a deadline or anything like that. And when you put your work on the site, on your site, there will be lots of advertisings around. Usually it's those free memos and those, any kind of website you go in, and there are advertising all over the place. This is how e-publishing, you can gain money from e-publishing. So you only have to pay like little money. You don't have to worry about license. You don't have to kind of worry about materials and all that and distribution. In fact, it will be open for free, and best things in the world is for free, and you'll gain a little extra money. How do you think IGN sites or GameSpot make money? It's from the advertising they put on their website. In fact, just so you know, YouTube makes over $1 billion a day from the ads they put on their website. So that's how much you can gain through ads on the internet. Some other sites, like Facebook, gains millions, and I believe that DeviantArt gain about like $20 to $30 million a day from ads, something like that. So that shows you how much you can gain from ads put on the site. Of course, the more people that see the ads, the more that you gain money. So it's a good idea, again, to build up your audience and tell them I have the manga on the site. And maybe the more they go, the more that ads will be added for you, and the more that bigger companies will like to put ads on your website, because companies like Vodafone and all that, they don't care where they put their advertising as long as there are people going and checking on these kind of sites. So yeah, that's probably it about publishing and e-publishing. Other than that, I don't know what else I can add in the How to Make Your Manga More Popular series. But every once in a while, I guess I'll come back with a couple of tips here and there. But this is what I know so far. There are only like 6 videos, so that's 1 hour of discussion about this issue. I hope that this was useful for you. I hope that it helped you to understand a little bit more about publishing. If you need any questions, or if you need any answers for any questions, please post them in the comments. I'll make videos to answer your questions. I'll also answer and reply to you in the comments. So good luck to you guys out there who are looking for mangas and publishing. I wish for you the best. Later, and see you in another video. Bye bye.